One of the families that is praising God these few days into the new year for the miracle he's done for them is the Segun Olowookere's family. Remember the story of a young boy who spent 14 years in prison for stealing a chicken. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Happy New Year 2025. May it be a blessed new year for us. We'll always have reasons to thank God and be prosperous in this new year. Wọ́n ní tó níre bá ń dúpẹ́ ká máa bá wọn yọ̀, ká máa bóníre yọ̀ nítorí pé kí ni bó bá ṣe ń bóníre yọ̀ sí báyìí lórí tiẹ̀ náà ń súnmọ́ ẹ pẹ́kípẹ́kí lórí tiẹ̀ náà máa ṣe di tó máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n náà máa gbégbá ọpẹ́ tó máa gbégbá ayọ̀ sọ́lọ́run tó dá ẹ. We know that anything that has to do with being confined, being in prison, having police cases is not something that any reasonable person will want to be involved in. Wọ́n máa sọ wípé àkóbá àdábá Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ a rí, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ a rìnrìn àrìnfẹsẹ̀ sí, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí àrò kó bá ìta àrò jẹ́. The story started on beautiful actress's platform, Biola Adebayo, who is one woman I really admire, because that's one woman who has grown. Biola is so much on her lane. Biola does things at her own pace. She's not in competition with anyone. She's beautiful. She's focused. She has her businesses. And when she started her podcast, of course, a lot of people were like, this woman that is very soft-spoken, that doesn't like wahala. How will she cope? But she coped by the grace of God, and she's coping, and she will continue to cope well and do well. Because our platform, whether we like it or not, has shown that it is a blessing. A blessing not just for her, but blessing to humanity. You know, apart from the fun part of people coming, sharing their good news and everything, there are some life issues that ma gbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹlòmíì lórí platform yẹn. Tá ma dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, tá ma wò pé so ẹni pass through nǹkan báyìí, ṣé ti Tóyọ̀sí Adésànyà la fẹ́ sọ ni? Ṣé ti recent one tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ní, I think about a few hours ago, that is on our page. Please find time and binge on our page, Biola Adebayo page on YouTube. Now back to this. There are a few stories that have popped out from our channel that honestly have been mind-changing and mind-boggling. And one of such is this Segun Olowookere. We saw Biola interview his mom and his dad, where they were crying and narrated how, you know, they gave birth to him, and he's their only child. Yes, he's their only child. I think he's about 28 years old now. And I think he got to prison when he was still a teenager. So it's been a lot on them. And they said they went back and forth. The incidents proved that the boy doesn't know anything about it, but he still went to jail. The judge fined him for 14 years. And for further research, we also saw that judge that actually sentenced him also is one judge that has been caught to do something untidy. You can check Google for those stories. But let's just focus on this podcast now. So his mom and dad cried out. And in the midst of everything, one could see how spirituality plays a role in one's life, how faith plays a role in one's life, how hanging on to God plays a role in one's life, how not giving up has a role in one's life. Because storyboard boy is all intertwined together. And we all have to learn one thing or the other. Because the truth is, wọ́n ní tó bá ṣubú níwájú ó yẹ kó káwọn ará tó wà lẹ́yìn tó kù lọ́gbọ́n ni ọ̀rọ̀ Segun Olowookere. After the plea on the governor of Osun State and, you know, all the people that can help them and all of that, we heard that a representative of the governor said they are looking into the case and they're going to address it accordingly. Inú wa máa dùn pé àbí Ọlọ́run ti fẹ́ ṣògo ni. And Biola made a prayer on her platform that day. She said, lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo bí tá àrọkùn re sí bọ́lọ́run ṣe máa ṣe yanu Ọlọ́run máa ṣe. And it was straight from our mouth to God's ears. Omo, let us celebrate positivity. This is a new year. Let us be positive. Let us keep the door of hope alive. Don't ever shut the door of hope for yourself. Ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá ti kú ló ti tán fún, ló ti lọ sùn, ló ti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ hílàhílo ayé. But as long as we are alive, we have a lot of work to do. And before we knew it, the governor granted amnesty. I hope that's the correct word. And Segun was released. Or more, the joy, happiness. In fact, at the end of year party, they did somewhere in Osun State. We saw how he came to greet the governor, prostrating, happy with his mom. And I'm like, and one other exciting thing about his story is because he became a doctor in prison. Yes, you heard me right. And because when his parents were saying it on the podcast, on Biola's podcast, that he started studying in the prison and everything, and he graduated by being a doctor, I'm like, happy it's a long while. People were asking, do people go to school in prison? Oh, yes. A prison, as you've observed these days, are referred to, even in Nigeria, as correctional centers. Yes, it's meant to correct, give you a lease of life again in a confinement. Ṣùgbọ́n kọ́ lọ́ọ́ má jà rí nǹkan tó máa gbé wa débẹ̀ ò tọmọtọmọ. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí náà, eléyìí is a ray of hope that they shouldn't give up. Where there is life, there is hope. Ṣé bá dẹ̀ ṣe ń hope fún nǹkan, tá ṣe ń pray fún nǹkan, we need to activate our faith. The fact that the boy did not let the man, sorry, he's now a man, he's not longer a boy. He didn't let the depression of being in that place let his life stop or pause. He deserves a round of applause. He sure deserves a round of applause for him to come out as a doctor. So let's just listen to this short clip where, somebody just did like a small interview for him, and to just hear how and what his plans are for the next time. I would like again to say kudos to Biola Adebayo. You did very well. And as God has used you as a beacon of hope for a lot of people whose case seems hopeless, may you never lack help. May your platform continue to grow and blossom by the special grace of God. Happy New Year once again. Let's listen to what Segun Olowookere has to say to Nigerians.
Ènìyàn wa Segun Olowookere ó ti dé ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Segun Olowookere fúnra ẹ̀ òun lẹ̀ ń wò yìí tó lò 14 years ní Kirikiri maximum security prison. Segun Olowookere kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa lágbàáyé kó wá dúpẹ́.
Good morning, Nigeria, Osun State. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jáde sí ọ̀rọ̀ mi, tí wọ́n support mi, tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú mi. Most especially my dancing governor, His Excellency Senator Ademola Nurudeen Jackson Adeleke. My regards to you, sir. I'm so happy. I'm not taking for granted in anything. Mo really dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gan. Mo dẹ̀ believe pé mo dẹ̀ nígbà gbọ́nà Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ bá mi ràn yín lọ́wọ́. Ilé àtọ̀nà yín àti iṣẹ́ yín kò ní dàrú lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àti gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n súnmọ́ yín. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, My Excellency. My regards go to Auntie Monsurat Ajoke Foundation. She has always been a sister to me, even when I was facing so many challenges in Kirikiri prison. She stood by me. She fights for me as a woman rights for me. I'm so excited. Thanks so much to Allah Afiyonyon, His Royal Majesty Obakilani Adekeye. He's a father. I so much thank you for your support, Daddy. Even right from the he always come to court to stand by me, to come and solicit for me. But well, and Olori Abosede, Ìyàwó Olóyún of Ọ̀yàn, she's a mother. She came to prison to visit me all the time, give me food, give me money, give me courage, give me the word of hope. May I stay hope for me. I should not relent. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And my regards go to my beautiful sister, actress Abiola Adebayo. I'm so very excited, man. Thank you so much. Because it is you, it is God. It is you and it is God. I believe that. Till long that supports me, it should not come to pass. I am so excited. My regards still go to Mrs. Actress Ajoke Shewakooka. Yes, she's the one that connected me with Auntie Biola. She's not in Nigeria right now, but God used her. Because the very first time I met her through somebody, she said she wants to use Alhaji Oriyomi Hamzat, but something come up. He said he will not, that he will use Auntie Biola. And this woman started running up and down like if she has known me before. Auntie, Mommy Ade Ajoke Shewa Koka. Thank you so much, ma. I really appreciate it. God will bless you. Mama Esther Jayi, thank you so much. You are my mother in spirit. You fight for me spiritually because Mama told me pé ogun yìí Ṣẹ́gun o lè dájà ogun ìdílé ni. But I will fight for you. She spoke to His Excellency on my behalf. Even when the governor she second year anniversary one, Ṣẹ́gun mo wà pẹ̀lú governor báyìí. Mo dẹ̀ ti bá governor sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa gbà. Mama Jayi, thank you so much. Pastor Bukola Oke, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Everybody and every other of my staff in correctional service. I really appreciate Madam Chinyere, Mr. Aderibe, the DCP, and every other person, Mr. Ige, the worker in charge, Mr. Adeyeye. I thank every one of you. God will bless you. my doctor that trained me in Maximum Correctional Center, CC Opaluba Informal, Matron Kate Obatundale, Matron Mrs. Igbo, Mrs. Akande. Thank every one of you so much for your motherly and fatherly support. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Going forward, Segun, kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe báyìí?
Mo nígbàgbọ́ wípé gbogbo nǹkan tí màá di àti nǹkan tí màá jẹ, it is in the hand of God. Mi ò tí lè sọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe because èrò ènìyàn ó yàtọ̀ sí èrò Ọlọ́run, but I believe that God will lead me through and make everything to be perfect for me. That's my opinion for now. Thank you, sir.